Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me here today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 3 months with a general overview on the coffee cup. And then on the tarot, we're going to move on to 4 different subjects, which is going to include work, home, and love, also finances for detailed in next 3 months. By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. That way we can continue to grow and shine together. Let's start out with the coffee cup. I see right away here what's in the 3rd month timeline. There is something in there. There's a pathway. There's tears of joy also coming forward. Maybe some good news. When I mention tears of joy, I see sometimes in the comment section that nobody's crying with joy at this time. Yeah, we're going through all a hard time. But something might be actually happy happening here. And this is something unexpected, it seems like. And it has 2 different good news at the end of it. What we have here is very strange. Now I flip it. I see number 7, but kind of looks like inflated, like a balloon. Number 7 is a lucky number. But the balloon is a light energy. So this is something maybe coming so lightly into your life. Maybe you don't even take it so seriously when it comes in. Okay, you don't really consider it as a reason for luck. And it seems like towards the end of the 3rd month this is showing up. This can even be a small invite you're going to get. Maybe somebody's going to hand you over a business card that you're not going to really pay attention to or care if it's going to work or not. But it seems like if you follow up, there's a cup at the end of it. Cup can be symbolizing an emotionally fulfilling offer, something really going to change your mood for the better. And the number 7 is a lucky number. So there might be a step up coming from this experience that you will really appreciate, okay, if you follow through. When we get back inside here, what we see is there are phone lines overall forming within the first 2 months, actually. And I see 2 worms climbing up like an obstacle. And there are 2 legal paper in front of the worms. This can be a contract, a lease, a new page that you're trying to open up in your life. There's a person here, a masculine figure. Maybe he is not allowing things to go through within the first month here. There is another bigger person right there with a phone, maybe a cell phone in their hand, making phone calls, trying to arrange things. I see the V as in victory happening about the situation, but it takes some time. It seems like maybe towards the end of December, you're going to actually get your desire. But this person is maybe someone who's stubborn, asks for things. I see here there's a child, maybe a girl. There are 2 people arguing over it. And there's also a seahorse. The girl can be symbolizing a creative small idea you have, or maybe it's in the beginning stage right now. But you have maybe a partner who doesn't allow you to do that, or a partner in business that is thinking this is not a good idea. But behind you, there's a horseshoe. I said seahorse, but there's a horseshoe right there. Horseshoe is indicative of good luck. And also, with a shoe, horses can really move longer time and carry things. So this is going to be something I feel like maybe you're going to choose to be alone in this thing, because you're not going to get the support from the person that you're expecting the support to come. For some of you, I don't really talk about these kind of things, but maybe you're going through it because we have a daughter kind of energy, a girl energy there. Maybe a custody issue that you're going through. And the custody can be, now I'm thinking, maybe if this is a business partner that you are separating from, this can be something that you have created with this person and they're arguing. Okay, they are hard bargaining here to not to give your rightfully yours. But I feel like this person is going to linger in the energy for a while. Maybe they're going to try to prolong this as long as they can. And eventually, though, they're not going to be able to hang on to it for too long. Okay? Because there's a new pathway opening. There's another issue coming up. And I feel like I thought in the first maybe this is your issue, but this might be their higher hierarchy on a higher level issue happening to them that they need to deal with. So they're getting out of the way. But the thing is, though, here, actually, the point is you seeing what is positive here. Okay, what's actually you realizing in the situation, what you're figuring out about yourself, and how this is improving your point of view, the solutions that you're coming up with in the situation, or who you are getting advice from. There's a person I told you, like, it looks like they're the big paper. However, they have a cell phone with wide shoulders, someone who has massive reach to a lot of places. Maybe you're actually forming very powerful connection through this experience and realizing that you don't really have to do much when you have a lot of good connections that can take care of things for you. Another thing here is that knowing, figuring that out, you're rightful, you're righteous. That's why, like, you are doing what's fair. That's why the authority in a stronger level is protecting you and supporting you here. The phone line is forming, but this is not only one single line. We see many heads around it. So you might be connecting with a lot of different people. 3 dots here kind of reminds me of the 3 of Pentacles, which can be even forming a partnership with others. So bring together people that are compatible in energy to maybe take care of things with them. Okay, you're not really fighting this fight alone. You're gathering people up. Now, when I look at it here, I don't know if you guys can see the eyes and the mouth of the bull right there appearing. Bull can be towards the Hierophant and authority. Again, a spiritual authority. Some of you might be asking for help from the spiritual authorities that you are following. Can be in the literal sense, maybe from the church, from the mosque, from the rabbis that you're advising. You might get some advice, but this can also be in the spiritual sense, in the prayer. You're asking for help. What happens after that? The path is opening. This person is actually going to another direction. So it can be like a divine intervention, taking this man, this person. I said man because I see masculine energy, but this can also be a masculine and a women are going to really leave you alone, basically. Another thing I see here, this is towards the end of the first month, there's an acorn. Acorn, this is maybe even like drying out. And if you do not plant it right now, it's going to be too late to plant it. This can be an idea you have. This can be an investment that you need to make. We're going to look into the finances and see what this is clearly. Or this can be relationship that you need to form, because I see that you're having a conversation with someone right here. And this person, I feel like this is you with the bunny ears, because bunnies we see in the Queen of Pentacles energy. This can be your resourceful side, grounded earth side. The other person has like a wand on top of their head. The wand energy can be kind of, when we flip it, it kind of looks like a W as well. A fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This can be someone passionate about what they want to do or what they are currently doing. And you're having a conversation with them about resources. Maybe you're the one allowing to, like, approving them to get the resources, okay? This person is close to your heart. Now I'm starting to feel maybe this is someone like a sibling or a family member or a close friend who wants to invest in something, and you're the one who's giving the approval. Approval in the sense of maybe you're working in the authority that approves the paperwork, or maybe they are looking for wisdom from you. Okay, that they want to see if you see in the future in this project that they want to work on. What kind of foresight do you have about the situation? There's a deep conversation happening here, and I see a smiley face in between. So this is going to be good and also stimulating conversation for you. It seems like showing up towards the end of the first month. And this can even ignite a passion within you, give you an idea about your own desires. Okay, maybe they have a business plan that you're going to get inspired by that. It doesn't mean that you're going to copy it. It means that you have something unique to you, that your superpower, that you will be able to use that very carefully, okay? And methodically, maybe. There's another pathway opening within the second month. The phone lines are forming, turning into a highway. The highway of communication, connection, right people, being in the right place, in the right time energy. And you are here holding a key right there in your hand. The key can be, or even a flag, like a flag, and letting them know this is the finish line. Maybe you are actually the one holding the finish line here. Or this can be someone really waving the flag to you and telling you when you hit the road, maybe you're going on a new project or a marathon. It can be something like that as well. Maybe someone like you're going to be the first one seeing the flag, the finish line here. Another thing with this pathway is there's a paper, it kind of looks like a roof forming. Roof can be a home, a new establishment, a new place for yourself. Maybe some of you are going through the journey of looking for a new house, renovating the house, or like this is like a race of some sort of a race regarding a house maybe. And you're coming to the finish line here and maybe finalizing something, like signing papers up. Maybe you've been looking for a place, finding that perfect place and getting into the paperwork stage of the things. Can be also that, okay? There's a chunk of money appearing towards the middle of the second month. There are two people sitting on it. There's also a man, kind of from far away, looks like a peacock. Maybe someone who's showing off that they have things. And there is a person here. It's called tractor. I think it's just a farmer who's ready to, prepare the land for planting for the winter, for the summer. And there is a bull again right here. I feel like this bull is not really a Taurus energy. This is actually, there is a modern way to do things. There's an older way to do things. This is kind of like coded. This can be at work or in a relationship. There's a third peacock energy. Like you're two people here discussing something, and there's a third person in there. Third person is on top of one of the person's head. So the third person can be a family member to another, or like a mother-in-law kind of energy. Likes to show off, but the thing is, like, they don't really have anything useful rather than feathers, like the things that they're showing off. And you might be in between deciding what to do with this person. This chunk of money, I said, this can be like an investment maybe you're going to do, or like fixing the relationship, or like letting it go. The bull is the older way. Maybe you're going to go into the classic way. There's a free will choice standing in front of you. You're going to do things in a classic old school way, or you're going to use a tractor and prepare the land again, work together and take care of things in a shorter period of time. This might require also convincing the other person and getting rid of the one that are on top of their head, or letting it completely go and get on the tractor, because when you're on the tractor, you don't need someone to ride the bull or push the plow or anything like that. Maybe you're going to get this thing done by yourself. Okay. I feel like some of you are, because I see like someone here, the eyes and the mouth, like wondering, thinking, going through this and trying to see, am I going to be able to pull this off by myself? Should I just ask for this person, or should I find another person who doesn't have this kind of attachment to this situation? The answer will come through, because I see here the thought bubbles. It can come through meditation, prayer, journaling. It can come through advice, because there is a person right there and smiling. There's you here wondering, the other person's relaxed, kind of like a panda bear. Panda bear is a person who doesn't hold sides, and calm, cool, collected, minds their own business. That's why they have a pure perspective. They don't have no horse in the race, okay? That's why they're going to give you a clear-cut advice. And right under it, there's a goldfish. So that advice that you'll receive might even bring some golden opportunities with it. But you're sitting on the fish. So within the third month, maybe you're just going to take the advice. You're going to take an extra advice, maybe it comes to financials, put it on the side, and you're going to use it when the time is right, which is coming forward also towards the end of the month. I see a number 8, letter A, 8A, C, another 8C. I feel like these are door numbers for some of you. These are like door numbers, office numbers. Some like it can be like a flow of river coming in front of you, and maybe you're going to actually travel to some places, and these can be the numbers that you need to ring, the doors that you need to ring, or the bells you need to ring, the things that you need to take care of. And then 2 victories coming back to back afterwards. Okay, kind of looks like a flower bouquet as well, so it can have some sort of like a celebration of the good work you're putting out there. Let's dive into the saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. And let's see what this energy is going to be for that. It's a very clean, beautiful energy. We see a masculine figure standing here, a powerful masculine, because he has like 2 little people in front of him. Little in the sense of not physical, but authority-wise. Your desire, you can see the process being a little slow at first, but then it merges with some other thing here. This can be another desire you have. This can be a person showing up. Okay, they have something solid. So overall, it's a good energy. But the thing is, though, it's working by itself really slowly. So you might want to explore additional support here. The person here, let's zoom into that, with a big nose, has 2 people in front of him. This nose kind of reminds me of the anteater. So this can be someone who gets things done, cleans up certain situations and the messes of others. 2 young children, this person taking care of or maybe helping. And they're in your heart space. So I feel here maybe these 2 people, these children, these youngers, are close to your heart, and this a character with a big heart is actually going to take care of them, or maybe employ them, give them advice. So there's like a gentle energy I feel from this person. And they're also on a ship right here. So this can be someone who's on a journey as well. Journey can be physical or spiritual journey. And there's a fire burning behind them. So their journey actually includes them following their own passion and fully and their desires, okay? I see there's an angel here within the first month. It's like looks like a bird too. The angel and the bird can both symbolize good news coming in. Angel can be physical support also appearing, but the bird's eyes telling me that what's going to happen is you're first going to receive some news that will guide you towards the action, physical support. And when you take that, you're going to end up in the place that you want to be, okay? Because after that, everything is clearing. You can see there's going to be peaceful environment forming for you. Then you are watching and observing the good happening to others that you love too, okay? So this is showing up in your energy because you're benefiting from it. You're benefiting in the emotional sense. You're benefiting in spiritual sense, maybe in the material sense at the end of the day, when these people actually getting the financial support that they desire and they are worthy, or they're worthy overall because that they exist. You will benefit from that too, okay? So let's get into the tarot now. We're going to go month by month, and we're going to start with the October and also the home life, what's happening at home. Home can be representative of the house that you're living in, moving, buying a new house, or it can be family environment, what's happening with the family and children, or overall, everything's going great. Seems like 10 of Cups is a happy family environment with fully supporting each other. We have the fish is here in this picture, represents the children, youngers, and maybe you are the younger one in the family. And so you are really feeling that full support, okay? It's right behind you. And the whole family is supporting your desires. Another thing with the fish, though, fish symbolizes money. So in the family, there might be an extra income coming in to really brighten up the space. When it comes to work, we have 5 of Swords. I'm going to go with the energy of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. What happens with the 5 of Swords is she has a facade of a man behind her. She thinks she got the man because she's stitched with her red stitching heart, a fake heart to where there's no heart there. In the original tarot, look, she has taken it out. I mean, she removed the true purpose out of the situation. So at work, you might be dealing with someone who thinks competition and creating conflict and winning at all cost is the way to go. Okay? Highly logical. This is air energy. They're not really thinking about the consequences. Like if you keep defeating everyone and if you're a team and nobody wants to work with you, it can create a lot of tension. Another thing, let's rewind back. Maybe you are the one doing this. Okay, it's good to just reflect a little bit if you're the one doing it. Or, like I said, if you're facing someone who is doing all the tricky stuff to win the war, but really losing, like winning the battle, but losing the war, basically, maybe you're the one who needs to just step up and say, you know what, this is not how it's going to work out. Another thing with this energy is maybe you are in that kind of toxic environment and you're looking for a way out. We're going to see with the clarifiers. There's probably a way out of here. That's why this is showing up as there's a solution, but you need to look from a different perspective. Let's see the love. Eight of Pentacles is learning as much as you can and using your expertise on a subject. So it seems like some of you might actually learn from your experiences in love. Maybe some of you are exploring new things about relationships because sometimes we think love is an emotion. Love is not an emotion. Like in a relationship, love is a verb. Okay, you practice love. You show a person how much you love them, you care for them, and you share things with them, you accept them, you call at them, okay? So maybe this is something that you have been doing in the relationships, being very attentive, but the other party wasn't that. So it seems like there's like an evolvement, there's like a learning experience happened already. Now you are learning, oh, okay, this is what's supposed to be. I wasn't too much, I wasn't expecting too much. The other person was emotional, unavailable. There was nothing to do with you. Maybe that's what you're starting to recognize in love, okay? When it comes to finances, we have the Queen of Wands. It seems like there's a new opportunity coming your way. And this is going to require confidence. This is going to require being sure, like when you're sure taking the steps. But when you do, it is going to bring a lot of authority. We have this sunflower actually looking like a street lamp, basically shining so brightly, which is going to maybe bring a lot of light, a lot of love into your financials and maybe even an upgrade. But the thing is, overall, Queen of Wands energy is the action energy, taking necessary action, making your moves in silence and going into that dark night confidently because you have the light, you're illuminating it, okay? When it comes to home, Ten of Cups is not only emotional satisfaction, but also there is some material satisfaction. There are some material steps that you're taking. And on the bottom, I see here Three of Cups, and you are plowing the land. Did I say that? You're choosing the bull or the tractor, the easier way or the faster way. But it seems like the cup celebration on the bottom, shadow side, whatever is your situation fits the best. So I can tell you maybe, oh, go modern, go fast, go do it quickly. Maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe you are actually raising a crop, for example. That is going to require you to go slowly. And if you just try to rush it and pour all the water all over it, it's just going to die. So you know what's in your hand, in your family that you're growing, in your home. And if this is something maybe you want to urgently change the home that you're living in, however, there's no prospect right now. Instead of just trying to prepare the home for selling, first maybe you need to go out there and find something that is fitting with your own desires, okay? Maybe sleep on it and go the next day. And when you do, the shadow side of it is you're going to get your desire. And the Three of Cups is celebration, full-on celebration with your family, loved ones. So victorious moment, basically. And this can be for some of you in the house. Maybe some of you are getting married or someone in your family getting married. Also, it's going to be celebrating of that, okay? Maybe moving closer to your family, a little bit closer and keeping them closer to you. But that might require you to research a little bit, take slow steps, and then you're going to celebrate with them. You're going to have full support of them. When it comes to work, we have Five of Swords and a Magician. Yeah, you're changing things around, okay? I feel like you're not the one messing things up here, creating this drama, but you might have some participation in it because you might be on the same boat on the somebody else is riding the boat down the river and you are just hopping behind them basically and telling, okay, if you're going down there, I'm going low. If you're going down, I'm going to help. So if that's the case, Magician comes forward here and tells you, okay, you can do that, but if you're going to take the control of the boat, if you're not in control and you're actually going down their river, you need to take control and change and turn things around. Magician is all about manifestation, your heart's desire. So rather than focusing on somebody else's negativity and how they bring things down, focusing on the solution and pursuing the solution is going to actually help you alchemize, help you change things around, help you turn things around, which is a very powerful energy right there. When it comes to love, we have an Emperor here. You know what it is? When you take charge and control and when you go through a learning experience and understand why certain things happened and you grow from it, there's an Emperor waiting for you out there. Someone who is masculine energy. For some of you, I feel like maybe you have given a lot of control in the relationships and you have given a lot of control to the people who weren't Emperor, who didn't know how to control situations, who didn't know how to take charge, who were emotionally, this is the second time I'm saying, unavailable. But this time around, someone really powerful, and the Ankh he's holding actually indicates that this person's connected to their emotions. They know what their feelings mean to them. They're aware of what's happening in their life. So you're connecting with that kind of an energy. This can be female, male. This is not about the gender. This is about someone who is aware of what they want, powerful, strong, taking charge of a situation. And also, I feel like here, because this is your reading, you're also aligning with that energy. So you are becoming the Emperor. So you are attracting the same type of energy. Energy matches energy here. Queen of Wands has the Ace of Wands. Yes, something that you are going to pursue is a new adventure basically when it comes to financials that you're testing out. Ace of Wands energy tells me that you have expertise, you're using that, but you're not really jumping with both feet because this is something that you're exploring, an exciting idea. This is a new beginning. This is the Ace. This is not the 10. You're not really putting everything on your back and trying to carry it and just create everything at once. This is actually telling one step at a time, you are exploring a new area when it comes to your financials, which is taking your time basically. Even though fire is a lot of passion, a lot of energy, this doesn't mean that you have to rush and jump into everything that comes to you, which I don't think you can. You do. Not about can, Capricorn. The Capricorn, I have a sister and she's actually extremely decisive. But before she gets to that decision moment, she really calculates, contemplates, thinks through, gets advices, talks to a lot of people who knows what they're doing, who has done this before. And she has solid evidence basically. Okay. So I feel like that's the case here with you too. You're tipping your toes in the water, but you're not jumping with both feet, but you're also exploring using your own experience, also getting advice from others who knows what they have maybe experienced that already. Let's get into the second month now. We have the home. King of Swords is authority. So there's an investment that is being made. You're going to take charge of it, but it's not going to be left there. And this can be even requires new stitching, new work, new construction, and new decisions basically need to be made and leading with confidence. The thing is, we have the King of Swords as a feminine one. This deck has feminine kings here also extra, which is, we have stars on her skirt right there, wish fulfillment. She is actually taking steps very carefully, logically. She has compassion because she's also she energy here. However, logic is in the first place, creating desires in the first place, they taking very seriously. This is maybe, like I said, you are as a home, you are building something with your family. Instead of going in the, oh, I want this, I want that, maybe just you have 5 people that you're communicating and trying to fulfill all their desires. Instead of that, you're saying, you know what, we're going to work very carefully here. We're going to create a beautiful outcome, and all of our wishes are going to be fulfilled. We're not going to have this or that. We're going to have this and that. Okay? Okay, we have some, when it comes to work, Ten of Swords is a dramatic ending. But the best part of it is it's an ending. You don't have to deal with the drama this person's putting out there. For some of you, I feel like if you're dealing with someone who is dramatic and creating all this like anxiety and like making things hard, this person might be leaving that environment, which you might feel bad about it. Okay, you might feel like, okay, maybe I cost them their work, and can be bad karma feeling is coming up. This can also be, I'm going to look at the clarifiers, because the Magician coming in, this is not really a negative ending for you, because you are making something else happen, maybe finding another job, finding another opportunity, launching your own business. But I feel like that's actually something separate from the work, the finances. Like finding something that will give you the freedom of creating your own thing, but then parting away from where you are can be painful. And this is also coming up as a warning too. Maybe when you want to quit, they don't want to give you your last salary, your compensation. Maybe you have been working there for a long time. So this requires preparation. Maybe talking to a lawyer and preparing yourself before the ending comes. The thing is, initially it's going to be hard, but this is also the sun on the background is telling you there's going to be sunshine coming up. So be prepared for both of them. Okay, do not just think, oh, it's ending, it's the end of the world. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be able to find another job, or I don't want to retire here. I was good. I don't want to sit home. But the sun is on the background is telling you there's something other than that waiting for you. Okay, we're going to see what the clarifies what that is. 8 of Cups in love. Okay, so what happens is, I told you, 8 is a lucky number. We have a ladybug here, skirt. Ladybugs usually appear when you're in the spaces of there's so much love and excitement, okay? And I feel the Emperor energy when you put it out there. You need to let go of, you see this beautiful 2 swans. Swans actually made for life. Like they're a very good example of a couple, even to the humans when you see them. You're finding something that is going to really satisfy you. You're going to leave all the things, all the cups that you filled out and you emptied out in the past. You're going to move away from the past. Because sometimes what happens is when we are hurt, when we step into a new relationship, we carry all that bag of hurts with us into that new thing. And what happens is that person that we just met didn't really do anything bad to us. We start to project the things that we experienced in the past on that person, instead of seeing what we learned from out of those experiences and actually decided where our boundaries are. We just keep imposing the same thing that happened in the past to that person. But this time around, I feel like you're very aware of what's happening here, and you're going to be very careful. You're not going to rush into things, first of all. You're going to be very cautious, but also you're going to move on. Okay, you are a different person now. You know better. You're not going to repeat the same mistakes. If you're feeling like, oh, it's repeating the same mistakes, don't take it in the sense of you made all the mistakes. This can be also the other person, allowing the other person to cross you or disrespect you. You're not going to allow that this time, okay? Let's see, financials. You might be in a crossroads, okay? Within the second month, you might have to make an important decision. We're going to see what is going to change. It is going to change things around. This can be financials, can be about the things that you're investing in. Maybe you're going to change that. Or maybe Page of Pentacles wanted to come forward. Taking it slow in this new adventure. Okay? You're going to start something new, but you're going to realize, oh, okay, I don't have time for that. I have other big things to be taken care of, other bills to be paid, other things that has true guaranteed future. Let me work with them at first, and then we'll get back to that beautiful passion of mine, okay? Let's see the home. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior. So in this process, while you are leading people or taking care of a situation, you might get a little bit tired. That can cause you to feel maybe a little bit defensive. Okay. let me see. I see two cards here already. Getting the Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles coming forward back to back. It seems like here, whatever this thing, that this might be even putting up a fence, guys, around your home. Putting up a fence. Now I'm thinking, because this is a home situation, maybe you are really allowing people to coming into your home, the relatives and stuff, whenever they want to. It seems like you're putting up a fence. You're saying, okay, you know what? I'm doing my own thing right now. This is my private space. You cannot just barge in here and order around. We're going to put up a fence, guys. You're not coming in. This seems like here, it is a learning curve. Maybe you never said no to these people, so they might try to abuse that. But I feel like here you're not going to, you see how peaceful he is? He's like, I made my mind. This is my decision. This is my final decision. And this is where I'm learning my craft to protect my sanctuary. And that's how I'm going to roll. Okay. And you might doubt yourself a little bit with the Seven of Pentacles here. Am I doing the right thing? But the Sun tells me that you're going to see the final result really soon. It's not going to take too long because this is fire energy. And we have the sunflowers here. You're holding a massive sunflower there. So this is going to show you the results very soon. It's not going to take forever for you to see the results here, okay? Let's get back to the work now. We have Ten of Swords. It seems like, yeah, you're going to have with the Magician energy and the Knight of Swords energy, there's going to be fast progress, fast news, butterflies, transformation, metamorphosis, changing your workplace, maybe you're receiving good news or job applications are being answered, or you are actually taking massive action to get things going and changing your mind, your perspective about how things are going to work. Want to pull one more. The thing, yeah, Nine of Swords is your fear. There's fear on the surface because you're feeling like, oh, is it going to repeat itself? Am I too old? Am I too young? Am I experienced enough? You might actually face those fears, but it seems like there's an offer coming in. If you are patient enough, he has a fish on his cloak, which indicates that it's going to include also material satisfaction and resources. So it is going to, I feel like, ease the fear down when you see that. Okay, you're going to feel really confident because you see how confident he's standing straight here. Okay, there you go. This is yours. And this can also be the thing that you're offering getting accepted, the service that you're offering or the product you're offering getting accepted right away. Then the fear is going to go away. When it comes to love, I said you're moving on to the Empress energy, creative energy, and your feminine power. Feminine power doesn't mean as if you're a male watching this and thinking that then I need to sit down and wait for the women to come to me or the other party to come to me and serve me, because these are this can be your creative approach to a situation rather than just doing classical the things that we see in the past. And in the future, in the dating patterns usually change by generation. So this is actually indicative of, instead of fitting into the generations, actually using the resources available to you, what you have in your hand, what you have in your heart, and being honest with yourself, because the Mother Earth is honest. She doesn't lie. She's honest with the produce that she's giving us. That's the creative energy that she's using. Is honest. It can be seen. So observing that, what fits with you, and applying that to this new relationship is going to be the key here. Okay. And it applies to also receiving the love, not only giving, but also receiving is going to be important here. And when it comes to here, financials, the Page of Pentacles coming with the Tower. So I feel like these are the options you have. So you might want to, on the Tower, Hermit on the bottom is the advice coming forward, telling you need to really think it through, follow your intuition, follow your knowledge in the past, what you have experienced. So don't jump into something right away because it makes sense, or don't jump into something because it's looking like it's a destruction, okay? There is something, there's a structure that you're either going to demolish the structure or you're going to invest more in it, or invest in something else, in something new, because the page energy. But they both require you to think through and calculate very well. Two of Swords energy is being in between decisions and not being able to see which way to go. Okay, it's like in the original we see she was holding a sword, her eyes are tied, but now her eyes are like covered with a piece of wood. So she is blocked out. She cannot see what's coming. But the Hermit, even though he closed his eyes, his senses are fully awake. He's on top of the mountain, so he has experience. He'll climb that path. So there are things you know, even though you don't see how it's going to end up. There are things deep down in there you know, and you're going to make a free will decision here to choose either the maybe more exciting, chaotic, and fast return, but high risk, or a small, starting small, low risk, and slow moving option. Okay? Let's dive into the third month now. Let's see what's happening in the third month energies with home, work, and love and finances. This is the home. Knight of Pentacles. Did we get Knight of Pentacles here? Where did we get it? Why do I feel like I haven't? Oh, okay. In the beginning, we got that. So you're getting back to the basics. You're getting back to the establishing yourself, taking your steps carefully at home life. And I see on the bottom the stars showing up too. So this will really help you receive a desire that you have when you get back to the center, rather than, thinking like, yeah, you're putting up a fence maybe, or trying to fight the fight. When you are calm, cool, collected, and doing things the proper way. Like I said, maybe you're putting up a fence to stop a neighbor. And if they are not really doing the proper thing, maybe you're going through the official stuff, official pathways. The thing is, though, it's going to work out. It seems like the stars are wishful. It's going to work out very well. And when it comes to work, we have the Hierophant. So authority is coming. Some of you might be working with a big authority. It can be a government job, can be establishment, an institution that's going to have solid support, solid outcome, like insurance and stable job compensations, all that good stuff, the holidays and that stuff. And so some authority, a beautiful authority, is actually coming forward and supporting you. But this is in the December timeline, so it can't even be for some of you initially, because we have the fast energy here, like a freelance turning into full-time. Okay, but the thing is, Hierophant is established. So even though it's a freelance, maybe it's going to be long-term, 2-3 year project. It's not going to be something short. It's going to be stable, long-term, and it's with a crescent moon. I feel like you're showing here, peaking, can have some sort of like a authority, like a government, or I feel like maybe university. It can be something like that, or maybe a famous big company that you always want to be a part of. It can be something like that too. Hierophant is a very strong energy. However, you're Capricorn, you like order, and Hierophant has a lot of order, a lot of rules, regulations. They do not go out of there. They don't think outside of the box. So that can be the challenge for you here. When it comes to love, we have Knight of Wands. So when you're in your full feminine energy and creative thinking, approaching things gently, there might be new adventures, someone with a horse right there, horse in, no, the knight in shining armor, not in a shining armor, but in a knight in shining suit, might be coming forward. For some of you, might be someone working in official businesses, or really the suit actually represents how serious you are in this thing. Okay, this person's serious. They don't want to play around. They want to go on adventures. They want to have fun, but this doesn't mean that they're playing. Okay, let's see. Ace of Wands is again coming forward. It seems like you're going to choose with the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. Feel like whatever is more suitable for you, and that's going to, again, you're going to go with the adventure. And the shadow side of it, it is going to have money in it. Adventure doesn't mean, by the way, tower moment. It means that what calls your intuition, your heart actually calling you. That's your passion. That's what you're going to follow. And when you follow that, you're going to find out with the Ace of Pentacles, this is actually an opportunity to create wealth, abundance. Okay? let's see the clarifiers with these ones. Then we'll move on to your oracle. Knight of Pentacles comes with the Page of Cups. Yeah. So the solution is coming in. If somebody is opposed to you, like a neighbor or people or like in the family, you're making a decision, they're opposing to you, you're the reasonable one, but now you're planting your seeds carefully, they're going to come back with an offer. The fish in the cup indicates that's going to acceptance, okay? And in a gentle way, in a supportive way, in like a tactful way, they're going to come forward, and the things that you're offering or the rules that you're putting down will be accepted, okay? When it comes to Hierophant, we have the Hanged Man. Like I said, when I thought about that Hierophant has rules, you might have hesitation here because this can really put you in a box. A lot of orders, a lot of like things to do, things to go through. Maybe this is a paperwork thing that you don't want to deal with paperwork. Rules and regulations. This is going to actually give you maybe a pause here. You're going to say, you know what, let me think about this. I don't know if this is going to work out for me. The thing is, though, you see the light halo around your head. You're also going to change your perspective about this, maybe strict rules or regulations. Okay? You're going to have, when you're thinking about, okay, why shouldn't I explore this new thing? Maybe this is going to be good for me, or maybe I'm going to get a lot of experience out of it, which I can use in my own business, which actually is an acceptance here. Queen of Pentacles is resourceful. And then even though these things look really boring to you initially, it seems like you're going to really find resources. You're going to really find what really resonates with you. And maybe even add on to this thing. Maybe you're going to bring new rules into this system that is going to be extremely make things efficient in that workspace, which can also, with the Queen of Pentacles, she's holding the pentacle, bring you responsibility, but on top of that, material satisfaction too. Okay, maybe an upgrade, bonus, you know. When it comes to, this can be a Leo coming in, someone brave, someone strong, someone who's been through the life's, actually the wheel of fortune, life cycles, and they know how to actually control themselves. The strength, the lion that they're taming here indicates that this person is strong, powerful, also experienced in life, and maybe even self-aware. They know what they want, and they know you can understand what you want as well. And they're coming in fast, so this is a good thing. Another thing here is, this is also going to show you and reflect your strong sides too. Okay, I feel very positive energy out of this thing. But the thing is, the important thing is, looking at the past and seeing the experience, seeing what you learned out of a situation, not the pain, and walking away from the pain, and also allowing the adventure and new thing to coming in. And being, another thing with the fire energy is, fire most of the time lacks judgment. It doesn't slow down, just burns down everything. But it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's just they don't not judge the new thing. Fire, most of the fire signs that I know, maybe you haven't met with the healthy ones, but the thing is, the fire signs are really accepting when it comes to the people, the new people that they're meeting. They do not judge the past. They do not really dwell on that much because they are more of the being in the moment people. And I feel like this can be that kind of energy. This doesn't have to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It can be their Venus sign, or this can be someone who has that passionate energy towards life. And it seems like they're also like supportive, like they are on the same level as you are. When it comes to money, okay, finances, we have the illusion of entrapment. Okay, this is something related to fear as well coming forward. When you start to do something new and maybe you don't see the resources in front of you or utilize them well, you might feel like, okay, I'm stuck here. I'm not going to grow. My finances are going to stay that way. I need to work too hard to make this happen. It's not going to happen easily. But the thing is, though, there's an intuitive guidance here. The moon is gut feeling. This can be actually the feeling coming to you to call someone or go somewhere. You need to follow that energy, okay? When you do, there's death card coming in. I feel like this is death of the self-doubt. If you have any doubt about your investments are going to grow or you have a value to offer, that's going to, the doubt of that is going to actually go away. And yeah, you're gonna do the right thing here. You're gonna take the right action. The Queen of Swords is decisive. She knows what she wants and she goes towards it with very good discipline. Her mind is in the right place. So it seems like this might take a little within the December. So because it's holidays time, you might feel a little bit pressure on you to make a financial decision right away. So it can actually go to the January, maybe February following, because we have 13 here, 13th month. Okay, January can be the thing. So, but then when you let go of that fear and feeling the entrapment that you need to work hard to make things happen, you're going to actually get into the mental state to make the right decision. And maybe even Queen of Swords can be someone official, someone who knows what they're doing, can be coming up as a mentor. And the thing is, you're going to be able to accept the advice from that mentor, okay? Let's see what you need to know or see at this timeline for yourself and be aware. We have the Ring Master of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details. So basically, whenever fear comes up in any situation, focus on the vision that you have created for yourself. And even if you don't have a vision for your future, for your relationship, for your job, for your money situation or home situation, this is basically suggesting it's all about the details of your vision. See yourself when it comes to maybe purchasing a new car or building your fence. See yourself sitting in front of it. See yourself driving it. See yourself sitting in that beautiful office space that you're being actually congratulated, appreciated, okay? Clear vision and details are important. Also, this will help you approach things with discernment. You're not going to act out of anger or act out of current circumstances. You're going to know where you're heading. So you're going to be in the energy of the person who already has what you want, okay? Let's pull your chakra card. We're going to look into what you need to focus on. This can show us a chakra energy center that might be blocked also, that you can clear it through meditation, or even like elemental support like water, earth, and fire, or the fourth one, air, breath. You can clear it. We have here third eye chakra. There's a recovery coming in. So I feel like that's why we have the moon here, discernment, the recovery. This is your intuitive guidance. Maybe you haven't been seeing or feeling or receiving messages for so long, or maybe for a short period of time, because we're going through a lot of like planetary movements, eclipses, and this and that. Seems like you're going to have a recovery on that field. Another thing, the third eye chakra, intuition. If you are having that kind of blockages, maybe you're asking for guidance, the guidance is coming in, but it's too late, you're catching it. This can really give you an idea to just go dive deeper and figure out and recover and heal that part, because that's actually going to be really important for you in your, especially in the financial journey. And even the Empress comes out with the third eye, the intuition. Even that love journey, it's going to be important, okay? And this is your overall advice. We have beautiful new sprouts here. So something is flowering and growing within you. In the moment, if you can, remove your judgment and criticism and truly listen to someone, you will empower them. This is beautiful, guys. This can be the pathway. This can be the way for you to feel peaceful, feel empowered, or even make money, okay? But it is going to start one person, one step at a time, it seems like here. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.